that moment that some of you have been waiting for a long time. This is my official review of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. What is going on, YouTube? The Assist Man. And in this video, I'm going to bring you my review of the game Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and we're going to talk about the goods and the bads of the game. Now, this is my very first game that I'm playing, and I'm going to show it to you guys live. I picked up the game today at about 10 in the morning, and I've played it already for about 7 hours straight. So I've got a lot of gameplay in on it. And I've played with a lot of my friends and also a lot of my subscribers. So shout out to the guys that I played with inside the lobbies. We were playing all day, having fun. But this is my first game. I'm going to go walk right into it. First of all, obviously you have to create a class. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to speed this up, so I'm speeding this up really fast. I'm creating a few different classes to use just to try it out because I've never played, the game before and actually created the classes and stuff. So I'm creating a few different classes with some assault rifles and some submachine guns and things like that. So that's what I'm doing right off the jump. But like I said, I'm skipping this part. So we're going to go into the very, very first game. Now, you can watch the gameplay as it goes along, but we're going to talk about the goods and the bads and the total review of the game, obviously. So here we go. Start off right in the beginning with the very, very first game. I'm going to jump into a game of team deathmatch. Now, the gameplay is not important. What I'm about to tell you guys is, but watch the gameplay, see how I do. I will say that for my very first game of playing Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, I did very well. I was very happy. But let's go into the good, the bad, and the ugly. Or should I just say the good and the bad. Now, a lot of you guys have already known me to be complaining about this game for like ever. Telling people that the game sucks, and it looks like it sucked before it even released, and a lot of people were saying how bad it was for the past few days, and there's a lot of issues with the game. That's what people said, that's what I assumed. But now I could go on to playing the game itself and really going over it. So let's start out with the good things. The things that they did right. Some of the good things in the game are, for one, the audio. The audio sounds so amazing. It sounds so lifelike, so crisp. The audio is amazing in this game, as well as the sound effects. The way that the guns shoot, the way that the grenades explode, everything sounds really, really good. So they did an amazing job on the audio and the sound effects for the game. Another thing that I thought they did really, really cool was the paintball mode. And that's what I'm playing on right now, and you could select that in the options. The paintball mode is what, when you see me shooting people, it shoots yellow, like I'm shooting out paintballs. And you see yellow paint splatter instead of like blood and bullets. There's been other games in the past that have had that. It's never been in a Call of Duty game before, and it's just something that's kind of cool that they actually brought to the game, which I kind of like. So that's kind of cool. The paintball mode, kind of dope. And the reason they put that in there is so if your kids wanted to play the game, it doesn't look like there's blood, and now it's like paint. You see the yellow paintball stuff? So, I don't know. It's just another aspect of the game. I just thought it was really cool that they did that. Another thing that's actually kind of cool in the game is the exo suit movements. The exo movements for the suit. Like, they're actually kind of cool. It brings a different feel to the game. It's actually kind of cool to be able to double jump and, boost over and slide and things like that. I actually kind of like it, but I don't like the feel of it because it just doesn't feel like Call of Duty. And that's the issue with it. But it still is kind of cool. So that's another thing that I think that they did right in the game. Another thing I think they did right was the way you shoot the grenades. If you've just seen how I shot the grenade, the way the grenades fly out, instead of you actually throwing them, the way the grenades fly out of your exosuit is actually really cool. I really like that. You're able to aim them a lot better. They travel a lot further. It's just another good thing that they did in the game that I think looks amazing. Another awesome thing in the game, probably one of the better parts of the game to me, is the survival mode. The survival mode is awesome. If you remember playing the survival mode on Modern Warfare 3, it's pretty much the exact same thing as the survival mode on Modern Warfare 3. And the crazy thing is that Modern Warfare 3, the only thing I really loved about that game was the survival mode. The survival mode was my favorite thing to do on Modern Warfare 3. So they got it right. I played the survival mode for about 3 hours straight. And the survival mode is a lot of fun. It's well balanced. We made it really far. In the survival mode, you get to play different game types like hardpoint and kill confirmed, and things like that are built into every single round of the survival mode, and they made it a lot of fun and they made it intriguing this time. And for the very last thing that's actually good about the game is it's actually better than Ghosts. Yes. But then again, like, anything at this point could be better than Ghost, because Ghost was like the worst Call of Duty ever. But Ghost, I got tired of immediately and didn't even want to play it, like after a few hours of me playing it. And this game, on the other hand, I actually played it for a lot longer than I did Ghost. So I will say one thing, it is better than Call of Duty Ghost. How much better? Now that's the question. So this is where we start going to get into the bad and the things that are really, really bad about the game. Here's the main issue with this game, is that, and this is gonna sound crazy coming from me being such a hater of this game, but I'm gonna tell you guys the truth, is that the biggest ordeal about this game is that this game actually really could be fun. Like, it really could be a good game. It could be fun. But there's so many issues with it that it makes it really, really hard for it to be fun. So now we're going to get into the bad. So the very first game I played of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare multiplayer, you've seen it in its entirety. You've seen that I did some work. I actually did good. I went 15-6. So, hey, that's a good start for me. And I ranked up from level 1 to level 6 in one game. So, KD was good. Everything was good. That was a good game. Not a bad first game at all. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you guys another game that I played about 2 or 3 games later. And we're going to start talking about the bad of Call of Duty. So let's go ahead and get into the second game, and we're going to discuss the bad things about this game and the things that they really, really need to fix that make it not be a fun and good game. Now, first of all, before I get into the bad stuff, I do want to say that I am going to give this game a chance. I'm not just going to go ahead and say it's terrible right off the jump, because a lot of these things in the game can be fixed. But the question is, will they fix them? You see, in Ghost, they didn't fix anything for so long, and everything stayed broke in Ghost for the longest time, and it's still broke to this day. So I want to give Sledgehammer the benefit of the doubt that they're actually going to fix their game and fix issues in their game. And some of those issues are the really bad things about the game, and that's what we're going to go into now as you watch the second gameplay that I'm playing. The number one bad thing about this game, above anything else, is the lag. The lag in this game is atrocious. And I'm not the only person saying it. And hold on. That is my first triple for my nipple in Advanced Warfare, so I had to take a break just to say that. But the lag in this game is unbelievable. This is by far the most laggiest Call of Duty game that I have ever played in my entire life. And I was not the only person saying this. I was talking to all the other gamers in the lobbies. Everybody was complaining about it. I played with a bunch of my subscribers and some of my friends, and they were all complaining about it as well. If you hit the back button and look at the menu, you could see that 90% of the time, almost everybody in the game was 1 and 2 barring, with the exception of like one person who had 4 bars, who's obviously the host. But I'm gonna give Sledgehammer the benefit of the doubt. The game just came out today. I'm gonna wait till they do a patch, maybe try to do some server fixes, try to do some lag fixes, because the lag in the game right now is the number one thing that ruins this game from being fun and being a good game. The lag is uncontrollable. Everybody's ping all the time is like 1-2 bars. It has that feel that you shoot somebody, you have to put like 20 bullets into them, but then you just get shot by 2 bullets and just die. You don't even feel yourself getting shot. And the reason for that is because the person that's shooting you is a full second behind you or a full second ahead of you, because the lag and the ping and the connection in this game is so bad. If you play this game, I know you know what I'm talking about. When you're in the middle of a game, hit the select button, go back, look at the menu screen, and look how many people in the lobby have a 1 bar or a 2 bar connection. And 90% of the time, it'll switch. It'll go 1 bar, 4 bars, 2 seconds later, 2 seconds later, 4 bars, back to 1 bar. It's so unstable. But like I said, I will give Sledgehammer the benefit of the doubt. If they can correct this lag issue in the next 30 days that the game releases, that will solve a lot of problems in this game, because the lag is so bad. And I'm playing this on the Xbox One, where you would expect it to be way better. But it's not. The second thing about the game is this game does not feel like Call of Duty at all. It really does not. It literally feels like Titanfall. And every single person I played with in the lobby said the exact same thing, and so did all the other subscribers and friends I played with. This game does not feel like Call of Duty. It feels like Titanfall. I mean, even the name of the team that you're on is called the Atlas. The name of the teams in Titanfall were called the Atlas. The maps with the white and the orange and stuff, it looks exactly like Titanfall. Even the red dot sights on the guns, they mimic and look eerily similar to Titanfall red dot sights. The double jumping, the movement, this game does not feel like Call of Duty whatsoever. It feels like Titanfall. And the bad thing about that is that I liked Titanfall, but the game became really repetitive and very boring quickly. So hopefully this game doesn't come to be the same exact way. But this game does not feel like Call of Duty at all, and that's a really, really bad thing. It feels exactly like Titanfall. There's even a Titan score streak in the game where you could turn and jump into a Titan, just like Titanfall. There's so many things that are almost exactly the same about this game as Titanfall, it's weird. The third bad thing about the game is the maps. The maps, there's no flow to the maps. They're just so open. There's so many different avenues and corridors and doors and ups and downs that enemies can come through and kill you from. There's no like central area where like all the gunfight happens. There's no flow to the maps at all. It's just everything's so open. You never know where anybody's coming from. There's so many different doorways, and I know the maps have to be vertical because of the exosuit abilities, but it's just too much. There's too many roofs to camp on. There's too many areas just to jump up to and camp. And so far since I've been playing this game, I've noticed a lot of people just sitting on top of roofs, just camping and sniping and camping. And it's just crazy. And it shouldn't be like that because this game is supposed to be fast paced. But the problem is that it's way too open. There's no flow. There's no channeling to the map. It's just all out open. The maps are just really poorly designed in my opinion. I mean, they're not like the worst maps I've ever seen, but they're not great whatsoever. These maps are not good, and they have such bad flows to them that, God, I hope they come out with better maps, man. The next thing we gotta talk about, but the thing is, this gameplay right now is about to run out. So I'm gonna have to hit you guys with a third consecutive gameplay inside of one video. That was a game of Kill Confirmed, and we mopped them up. We destroyed them. We won 65-36, and I went 21-7 with 21 confirms, which was awesome. Had another great game. So since we're not done talking about the bad stuff about this game, let's go ahead and jump into another gameplay of some more team deathmatch on another different map. And this map, the map we just played was called Biolab. I don't know what the first map we played was called, and this last and third map is called Solar. But the next bad thing about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is the time to kill. I said it all along that the time to kill was similar to Ghost, and that was the #1 thing that Call of Duty players hated about Ghost, was how fast you died. Now, the time to kill is not as bad as Ghost, but it's not nowhere near like we're used to from standard Call of Duties like Modern Warfare 2. Look at these ping connections right now. Do you see me in this map? Everybody's one-barring. But it's a little bit faster. I mean, it's a little bit stronger than Ghost, but nowhere near like Black Ops 2 or Modern Warfare 2. You still find yourself dying like all the time very, very fast. It seems like when you get shot, you don't even really feel yourself getting shot. You just get shot like boom, boom, and boom, and then die. You get shot by like 2 bullets, and the next thing you know, you're dead. And there's a double for my trouble. But the time to kill, I'd have to put it somewhere between Ghost and Black Ops 2. It's way lower than Black Ops 2. But it's a little bit better than Ghost. Not a lot, a little bit better. But that's one of the main issues about this game, once again, that's going to make it bad just like Ghost, is the time to kill on this game is way too fast. You find yourself dying extremely quick, just like Ghost, and a lot of people hated that about Call of Duty Ghost. The next bad thing about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and this has got to be one of the most important ones as well, is that the score streaks suck. Oh my God, the score streaks are freaking terrible. All those amazing score streaks that we're used to from like Modern Warfare 2, MW3, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, forget it. They're gone. There are no good score streaks at all in this game. And look at this guy just camping on top of a roof. This is what I'm talking about. Dude just jumps up there, lays down, and just waits for somebody to hit the corner. Seen so much of that gameplay in these games I was playing. but the score streaks are terrible. First of all, there's literally only like 10 score streaks in the entire game. There's like 10, and they're all bad. There's no score streaks that are like epic score streaks. Like there's no stealth choppers. There's no escort drones. There's no warthogs. There's no AC-130s. There's no chopper gunners. There's nothing epic in this game, and I just jumped on that guy and had to give it to him. But there's nothing epic in this game. The score streaks are so limited. You have like a UAV and an assault drone that's pretty much like a controllable hunter-killer drone that you have to throw yourself and control it from a little thing, handheld thing in your hand. Then there's a sentry gun that doesn't even turn into a sentry gun. You have to control that as well, unless you upgrade the sentry gun to be able to do it on its own. And then there's another thing called like a warbird or something, and this guy is still up there camping. And I had first shot on him, but he killed me miraculously. And look at that spawn. Oh my god, but we'll get into that later. But the score streaks are bad. All you got is like a UAV, you got that stupid little hunter-killer drone thing, you got a sentry gun that's not even really a sentry gun, you got this thing called the Warbird that flies around the map that you control. It's kind of like a VTOL warship from Black Ops 2. Only problem is it does like nowhere near the damage, and it's extremely hard to control, and it does not last that long at all. And then you have a Titan that you can get into. There's like a thing called like a, I forgot what it's called, but it's a Titan. You call in a Titan, you jump into it. It's just like Titanfall. You get into the Titan, and you get a big-ass Titan that mobs around the map, and you shoot things with it. And then that's really about it. There's no good score streaks in this game. There's like nothing good at all. Wow. I mean, the score streaks are terrible. That's probably the most disappointing thing about the game to me, is that the score streaks are bad. The next thing is that look at the mic in the middle of the map. You see this guy talking in the middle of the map? Why the hell would they put your friendly chat meter in the middle of the map? You see this guy Kool-Aid 5 TORM? When you talk to somebody and somebody else is talking, the mic shows right in the middle of the map. Why couldn't they put it to the top right or the bottom left or somewhere else that's not intrusive to where you're looking at on the game, like every other Call of Duty? Because what it does is when the guys are talking, it's right in the middle of the map. It blurs your vision. You don't even, it's crazy, man. Why the hell would they put that mic meter right in that middle, that chat thing right in the middle of the map? They need to change that immediately. Another thing that sucks about the game is that every single time you use your exosuit ability, if you double jump, or if you use any of your exosuit abilities, you ping yourself on the minimap. So the enemy's gonna constantly know where you're at. So they almost force you to use a perk in the game that's called like blast shield or some shit like that, that makes you undetectable while you double jump and use your exosuit abilities. Which kind of sucks because it's like a crutch perk. They almost make you use that, so you can't use that slot to use it for something else, because if you don't, then every single time you jump around the map or use your exosuit ability, you're going to show up on the mini-map all the time. So it's like the enemies constantly know where you're at. That's one thing I don't like about the game as well. There's also no C4s, there's no bouncing Bettys, there's no tactical insurgents, there's no claymores. There's none of that inside of this game. These things have been staples in Call of Duty games for years. Claymores, C4s, tactical insurgents, bouncing Bettys, there's none of that. Which furthermore proves my point that this game feels and looks nothing like Call of Duty. I promise you, it feels and looks exactly like Titanfall. And I'm not the only person saying that. This game eerily resembles Titanfall in so many ways. Like I said, the red dot sites look the same. The maps look eerily the same. There's Titans you get into. The double jumping, everything looks exactly the same. I had another good game in my third game. I went 23-10. So for those of you guys saying that I hate on games because I suck at them, I just started playing this game and I'm pulling 2.0, 3.0 KDs almost every single game. And I haven't even got into it yet. I don't even know that much about it. So, also, the SMGs are worthless in this game. Don't use a submachine gun because they're extremely underpowered. They do like no damage whatsoever. They have no range whatsoever. They're literally completely useless. The SMGs in this game need to be buffed immediately. Immediately. They have so much recoil. There's just so much wrong with the SMGs. Quick scoping is still here, like I said before. The quick scoping in this game absolutely sucks. I get quick scoped all the time, and it seems like it's even worse than Black Ops 2 and in Ghost. Hey, but what are you going to do? That's part of the game. So overall, my final opinion about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is that It's actually better than Ghosts. Is it better than Ghost? Yes, but not by that much. This game has the capability to be a good Call of Duty game, but only if they fix every single bad issue I talked about in the game immediately. Like within the first week to 30 days. They gotta fix the lag. They gotta fix the ping connections. They gotta do something to have more better maps. The score streaks are terrible. The time to kill is terrible. Is it a good game? I don't know. Not really. Does it suck? It doesn't suck, but it's not good at all. If I had to rate Ghost, I would give Ghost a 1 out of 10. If I had to rate this game as of right now, I'd probably give it like maybe a 3 to a 4 out of 10, which isn't saying much. It sucks, but it doesn't suck like crazily. Is it worth buying though? No. I would not buy this game because there's so much shit wrong with it already that they should have never released it because it already seems like it's a half-assed broke game. The lag is incredibly bad. It's better than Ghost, but don't waste your money on this game. I could see a ton of people getting tired of this game extremely fast, and most people stray away from it after about 30 to 60 days max because there's just too much wrong with this game. It's too broke. It's just not Call of Duty. It's a cool game, but it's not Call of Duty. It feels and looks nothing like Call of Duty. The score streaks suck. The movements suck. Everything in the game is just kind of bad. There's some good things, but like I said, it's better than Ghost, but not that much better. But like I said, I'll give them a week to a month to see if they're going to fix any of this stuff. If they correct all of these issues, this game has a chance to be maybe like a 5 to a 6 out of 10 in my opinion. Not really a great game, but not nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be, but almost as bad as where I thought it was going to be, if you kind of catch my drift. I really, really don't like it. But at the same time, I don't hate it as well. But if you should buy the game, my honest opinion is I would not waste my money on this game because it has way too many issues that they could have fixed. Everything in the game that I'm talking about, I predicted weeks and months ago. It's just not a good Call of Duty. If it wasn't a Call of Duty game, it would be a decent game, but they gotta fix all the bullshit in the game. But it feels nothing like Call of Duty. And from a Call of Duty player, I don't want to play a game like this. So leave a comment down below. Let me know how you guys feel. Have you played it and what have you seen? If you guys like this video, please go ahead and leave a thumbs up like. And if you have not subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And check out my other videos. I know this was a long video, but I wanted to break down every single point about this game that I possibly can. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, let me know. Anyway, YouTube, this is the Assist Man. And like always, I am out.